Hey guys, Brick-A-Maniac here with another review, this time of the X-Wing Starfighter that was just released a couple weeks ago, August 1st. Lego set 75218, the X-Wing Starfighter, not to be confused with the UCS set of Red 5. They also released another Starfighter a couple years ago. That one was 9493. So some differences, so I'm going to compare the both, let you guys know pros, cons, everything there is to know about these two sets, which one I like better, the different configurations for each one. The new one, you can make it either Biggs Darklighter, Starfighter, and the old one, you could do Jack Porkins Starfighter. So without further ado, we're going to forego the box introduction because my 7-year-old nephew, when I showed him the video, it kept screaming, "Where's the set? Where's the set?" So we're going to try something different this time. So this one is 75218, the Rebel X-Wing Starfighter. I have this one set up with Biggs Darklighter and R2Q2. So we'll take a look at him. R2Q2, pretty standard for the astromech droids. Silver printing. Pretty detailed. I'm also going to compare the old R2-D2, the one in the original set. And here's Biggs Darklighter with his 70s stash, his board stash there. Great printing. You know, he's got his little smirk there, and then he's got his, his serious face. You know, like, hey, we used to bullseye womp rats, dude. You know, and then, all right, let's go get the Death Star. He's got his blast shield, not his blast shield, but his shield over his face, and he's got the imprinting of the Blue Squadron, I think, on the helmet. And then we have Luke. Here's Luke. If you want to, I'll show you guys how to switch between the different X-Wings. He's got his blue lightsaber that he got from Obi-Wan on Tatooine, and then his blaster. Han Solo prefers the blaster. And then this is the new R2-D2. A lot of printing, and then we have the original R2-D2, so you can see the difference. Much more realistic with the colors here. A little bit lighter for his droid top, a little bit lighter for gray and different color blues. Minor differences, but it's up to you which one you prefer. Unfortunately, the minifigs are in a bag in storage right now for the first X-Wing Starfighter 9493. So here is the new one, the new X-Wing, and a lot of people are like, "Why do they keep releasing these?" And you know what? I have all of them that they've released except for the UCS Red 5. I do not have that one, but plan on getting it. But, between the Rebel X-Wing, the blue and the gray one, actually you can see him up there. Well, that's, what's his name? The dude, I'm drawing a blank here, guys. But Poe Dameron, that's his up there. And then the Rebel one, the blue and the gray, is up in the corner there. They're all similar, but what I'm really liking with this one is how the S-foil features, like lock S-foils in attack position, and they flick them up. So you can get your X-Wing feature there, and then they snap in. But the way they're doing it now, and I'll show you the old way, is you just got a little button there, or a switch, and you push it up, almost like a light switch. And you bring it back down, and then, when it's activated, when the S-foils are up, down here is basically a button. You push it and it goes down. So I'm loving that. That is the newest thing. Also, the astromech fits in, the right way. Whereas you can see in the old one that R2 fit in sideways, and this guy fits in the right way. So he's facing forward and he can help, the pilots. More detail in the back here because they got rid of the original way to activate the S-foils. Still a weak point in the set is the turbines, the engines. Those still tend, if you set it down wrong, those still tend to pop off. So, but great use of getting the shape of the X-Wing. I like it, but I tend to like everything that Lego does. So you know, maybe I'm not the best judge of character, because they can do, sometimes their sets are a little expensive, especially for the Star Wars ones, but what are you going to do about that? You know, so we got the detail back there in the engine compartment, you know, making use of, see, an engine piece just fell off. Like I said, a weak point in the set on all of them, you know, all 4 or 5 that they've done is like that. I forget what we were talking, lost train of thought. We got our stud fires here on the sides, you know, flick missiles on the sides, and another engine just fell off. See, guys, what I'm telling you here, Lego, man, you gotta get this going here. You guys keep pumping this out, and you're making some strong progress, but you know, if a ship's got a hole, it's not gonna float, you know. And definitely like what they got away from the discs and the stickers, so you can see in the engines there a lot better, in my opinion. So this one, 75218, the X-Wing Starfighter. A lot of new features, but some of the same problems. And we're going to get to the original one, which was 9493, and that came with Jack Porkins, Skywalker, R2-D2, and R5-D8. Like I said, those minifigures are in storage, so I don't have those ready to go. But some differences. The engines are different, and this is how you activate the S-foils. You know, it was a twist back here. Rubber bands are exposed, where that one, only one rubber band's exposed, the newer one. You know, so you twisted it, and then you brought it back, which, you know, takes away detail from the engine compartment back there, because you got that handle sitting around. Not a fan. Another upgrade they did is, see this? They had the stickers in there. They have the 2x2 circular plate with the sticker. Yeah, it just looks tacky. You know, even, you know, they upgraded the lasers out here. No flick missiles, no stud fires, and R2 sits laterally, I don't even know. So some big differences. This one, the engines were a little bit sturdier. They don't tend to fall off as easy as the other 3 sets did with the Rebel Starfighter, the Rebel X-Wing, and Poe Dameron's X-Wing, and this new one, those all tend to fall off pretty easy. So I don't know if they were trying to keep the parts count down or whatever, but this one, if they could combine these two, great. With the engine compartment and the new features on that one, I'm sold, 100%. I do own 2 of these, because you got to have Jack Porkins and you got to have Luke Skywalker. I'm going to pick up a second of the 75218. So I can do Biggs and Luke, you know, have a little squadron going on. So thoughts on the new one? It's good. It was a nice build. It was a nice break from some of the expert sets I've been doing lately. You know, I can watch Rick and Morty and pay attention, and I don't have to, you know, keep looking for parts all the time. I'm loving the way the Astromech sits in there. I'm really digging the way that you activate the S-foils. So I believe it was $80, 730-piece set, $80. These Star Wars sets are breaking the bank, guys. But I recommend picking it up, especially if you're a Star Wars fan and you have the X-Wing collection already. You got to add it. You know, and if you're like me, then you want both of them, so you can do one for Jack and one for Luke, or one for Biggs and one for Luke. Another thing I didn't show you guys on the new one, which kind of confused me at first. You see these right here. This is just like a 2x3 plate or 2x4 plate. Put a sticker on it. But they got 2 sets of stickers and 2 sets of plates. So if you flip these around, and there goes a flick missile. If you flip these plates around, I guess that makes, you know, one set of plates makes it Luke's, one set of plates makes it Biggs. So that's another thing, you know, that they didn't do on the old one. You see they just had, you know, a 1x6 plate and a sticker. So a lot more detail. Like, you can see the comparison. You know, a lot more detail on the new one on my left here. But then again, this one was released like 10 years ago, I think. So they're always doing new things. So a lot of people are like, oh, they just released this set. Yeah, but it's got new features. It's got, you know, less parts doing more functions, which is great. A lot of playability with this. Combine them with your other ones. You can do attack. There goes another flick missile. You can do some attack runs or whatever, but I like it. I haven't heard any bad things about it online yet. Just the price, as usual. But we're going to keep buying, so Lego's not dropping the price anytime soon, right? As usual, constructive criticism is welcome. I've been slowly tweaking it as we go. Hoping to have doing like a digital camera and a computer soon, so I can do some fast forward builds and kind of integrate a lot of different functions that people want to see nowadays. I am the Brick-A-Maniac, and from Chicago, IL. I will see you guys soon. If you guys want to see anything, let me know. Keep on building, Brick-A-Maniacs.